it's now Wednesday. I'm running the session I should have done yesterday today, so that's why I'm now running in the dark instead of daylight. After I did the gym session on Monday, my legs were feeling kind of tight and kind of sore on the Tuesday, which is why I took Tuesday as a rest day and postponed it till today. So I've got done my drills. I've just got about another 10-minute easy running just to finish the warm-up, and then I'll get into the first set of 10 times 400 meters at 5k pace. Just in case if you're wondering why sometimes it doesn't feel like there's much structure to what I'm saying, I don't really plan what I'm going to say. I literally run, ideally try and remember to tell you what I'm doing and how it's affecting me at the time. Like I say, my plans are always adapting to how I feel or what life has to throw at me, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. So in my last training block going up to the 10k, I know consistency was my failure. So I've got to try and be consistent now. But I've also got to make sure that the work I do is going to give me the most benefit. What that is, I don't know. I'm working it out as I go along. So yeah, we'll see. Ooh, I've got 19 seconds left before the next rep. I'll catch you in a bit. So, second set done. So the main difference between this training block and my previous training blocks, where yet again I still didn't know what I was doing, was before I used to just run. I used to mix up the runs, but I would literally just run and didn't ever do any strength and conditioning. In my head, running and mileage was more important, whereas the consistency was more important than the volume. Now I'd spend at least 2 sessions a week doing strength and conditioning, which I'm hoping and should have a bigger impact on my running. I may not feel it just yet, because obviously my legs are getting used to it, I'm getting used to it, and I've got to try and turn that into speed and endurance. But that's the main focus this time, is trying to get the right balance between the running and all the other stuff that helps build that base. Got to do your strength and conditioning, got to do your mobility, got to get your sleep. The list goes on. Anyway, what do you know, another 18 seconds before I have to do my next rep. So I'll catch you in a bit. So halfway there, done 5 sets, and so far I'm doing really well. Every time I glance at my watch to see the pace, it's either in the high 5s or low 6s, and I'm supposed to be aiming for 6:25 to 6:35. So that's feeling really good. Legs are feeling good, they're feeling strong. I can feel my endurance and stamina isn't there, so things are working out well. Whether I can maintain it for another 5 reps, that's yet to be seen, but these are good signs. Look for the improvements. There was a time when I started doing this and I couldn't actually do 10. So got to look for the win in everything. So that's my win for today. Let's see if I can get the next 5 sets done in sort of the same sort of pace. All in all, that was good. Just finished set 10. I'm on my 2-minute cool down recovery before easy run back. I think I smashed it out of the park, all except rep 9. For some reason I lost focus. That was awful. Still below 6:35, I think. I say, I won't know until it's all done, but I'll put it up on the screen right about there. But managed to get my head back into the game. I think I pulled the last 2 reps. That was rep 8 that I didn't quite do, and then 9 and 10 I think I pulled back. felt good to be running at speed again. And yeah, so tomorrow I'll do a strength and conditioning in London Friday, so I'll count that as a rest day, but it'll be a lot of time on my feet. Then Saturday I'm doing the all-out park run. Then I'll use that to set my training times and training goals for the rest of the marathon block, with the long run on Sunday, with probably some hill repeats in there as well in the middle of that. So the marathon's on the second week of April, but I've actually got the half marathon in 7 weeks on Sunday. So although I'm not training for that, again, that'll be another key marker where the closer I can get to 1:30, the better condition I know I'm in. Oops, couldn't see that. Let's do it that way. But at the moment I don't know where the 1:30's in me. My current PB for the Brighton half marathon is 1:34:33, but my half marathon PB is 1:33. Now, when I did the 1:34 last year, I was ill, but I ran it anyway, because it was not a goal race. It was again a tune-up race for the Brighton marathon. So I ran it, and I was something like a minute off or something like that off a new PB. So running that time and being ill gave me a lot of confidence for the marathon itself. But yeah, even though it's not a goal race, it's still a race. It's still a key race in my training. So even though I'm not specifically training for it, hopefully the stuff I'm doing now for the marathon will pay dividends in the half marathon. If I can get to around the 1:30s, low 1:30s, then brilliant. And it will literally be down to strength and conditioning with the consistency, because those are the only things I'll have changed going into this half marathon from last year, whereas I wasn't doing the strength and conditioning, and I now am. So yeah, I'm gonna jog back now and have a shower, because anyone knows after they've done 10 sets of 400 sprint repeats, there's an aroma of success around you, shall we say. So I'm going to wash that aroma off and then get to bed, and I shall do my strength and conditioning tomorrow, like I said, and very rest day Friday, and then all out Saturday, so we'll see how that is. I won't record the whole thing on Saturday. I'll just do bits, because I've done so many of those where I've done the whole thing. But yeah, that's the plan. Thank you again for watching, and I shall see you later on. Thank you. I'm on my way to parkrun. I'm not late, which is a plus. Doesn't usually happen. So it was a long day in London yesterday, so feeling kind of tired. I think I slept well. But yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. Would love to be able to get close to a PB, but we will see. Let's get going.
I got it. It's gonna have today.
So that's Preston Park run done, all out. Felt really strong. Didn't get a new PB. I did still manage, I think a sub 22. I did 21:45, I think, which was fine. I'm happy with that. I knew I wasn't in PB condition. Closer to it would have been nice. However, for the first time ever, I did negative splits, and I've never done that before.
Absolutely not.
So I don't know if that's because I held too much back at the beginning, but it was nice to finish strong. I had a really good strong sprint inside me at the end, so I'm definitely going to be working on that for the Brighton half marathon in 7 weeks, and then hopefully carry that through to the marathon. Anyway, that's enough of that. It's nice to be out in the sunshine. I'm going to just do my cool down run on the way back home, have a shower, and wash the smell of success off me. Right, thanks for watching. Long run tomorrow. I think I might do 14 miles tomorrow. Feeling good. Bye. So in total this week I did 23 miles, so quite low, but then did have a lot going on. So next week I'm aiming to do between 30 to 40 miles, get my mileage up. I know you're supposed to only go 10%, however I'm used to running at volume, and it's only the last couple of weeks that that's dropped because of other commitments, so I know it's still in me. And again with the park run, I can't believe how good it felt. I mean, I've done my sprint repeats and stuff, and even some of my long runs felt hard, and that was a good strong effort, but it felt comfortable, so I'm really pleased with that. So it's good positivity going forward, but I'm still going to use the data today to set my training levels. I think I'm in for about a 3:15 marathon itself, with maybe a 1:31, 1:32 half marathon, but if I can make some good gains between now and then, that could easily go up. Alright, thank you, and see you next week.